Well, let's go live now to Gaza and we can speak to Scott Anderson, that's UNRWA's Director of Affairs in Gaza. UNRWA is the biggest UN agency operating in Gaza. Thank you very much for joining us on BBC News. I wondered if I could first get your reaction to the strike.
Sure. I was actually at Nasser Hospital just a couple hours ago. We went to see the situation and have an idea of how the hospital was functioning, if it was able to handle the patients. And what I found really was a scene that was, I guess, alarming is the best word to describe it. A lot of children there that were injured, some without their parents. You saw children that were paralyzed, some double amputees. So it was very much for us concerning that so many innocent civilians have been harmed during this event.
Are the medical staff able to treat the numbers that have come into the hospital?
No, before the mass casualty event happened, Nasser Hospital has 38 emergency beds and they had 40 patients. And then they had another 150 patients come in after that, and they were just putting patients really anywhere they could. And unfortunately, the hospital doesn't have enough disinfectant, doesn't have enough fuel for the generators, and just doesn't have enough of anything. So they're very much trying to do their best to take care of people as they come in, but the shortage of supplies and the overcrowding of people that came in after what happened made it quite difficult for them to keep up with everybody that needed treatment. And unfortunately, some people that should live probably will not as a result of that.
Israel says that it wasn't targeting civilians. It was a targeted attack on a Hamas military chief. Just how many people are in that area of Khan Younis?
I mean, the larger Mawasi area is the preponderance of the population of Gaza. There's 1.5 million people there. And, the people that were in the area where the event happened, a lot of them were families. I talked to parents today at the hospital. Some had lost children, other children injured. Sometimes the parents were also injured or killed. So in what was supposed to be a safe zone, and many of the people said that to me today, they thought they'd be safe there. Unfortunately, they were not. And they suffered injuries, or even worse, people in their family died.
And what do you think of the fact that this was classified a safe zone, but it has still been hit?
I mean, I think we've said this all along, nowhere is safe in Gaza. I think today is just another, reason for that, that proves that. And I think that it's more than ever what this event showed is we need a ceasefire in Gaza. We need the hostages to go home to their families, and we need people in Gaza to be afforded the opportunity to begin rebuilding their lives.
Now there's been this strike there. What is likely to happen to the people? We've seen people running from that area. Where are they able to go? Is there anywhere?
There is nowhere. I mean, Gaza is not a very big place. The front lines are never far away from people. So you can't go far. Gaza north to south is 42 kilometers. So people move where they can, where they think they'll be safe, where they think their family will be safe. But I don't think anybody's going to feel safe tonight after what happened today. And I think that, as I said, what we really need first and foremost for the population of Gaza is a ceasefire.
How much aid are you able to get in as UNRWA at the moment?
I mean, not enough is the very short answer. We've had some problems with the law and order environment. Police aren't functioning, which has led to a rise in crime and organized crime. And they're targeting aid trucks that are coming in with what are perceived as, high value items. So we're not getting enough in, but we continue to work every day to try to bring in more. We need food, we need medicine, we need dignity kits, sanitary pads for women. It's very much just the basic necessities for people to survive until this conflict is over.
And briefly, are you optimistic that is going to happen?
I mean, I think the most optimistic thing we can all say is that talks continue. As long as they're continuing to talk, it's very positive. We very much hope that there will be a deal reached that starts with the return of the hostages and then hopefully turns into a long-term truce so people can begin to rebuild their lives.
Scott Anderson from UNRWA in Gaza, thank you very much for joining us on